Good day everyone, so apparently Kokomi does not really heal as well as YaoYao, so I decided, well, let's fix that and give Kokomi a dedicated healer artifact set. So Maiden's Beloved gives you more healing, using an elemental skill gives you more healing, so that's what we're going to go with today. But before we do our little showdown against YaoYao, we need a bit of a test subject. So I know there is one person that's going to be really upset with what I'm going to do now, so I do apologize. Sorry, Nilo. This is all for a good cause, trust us. Alright, so let's just see what Kokomi can do. And yeah, Nilo's health is still red, so not really too sold on this artifact set, but hey, you know what? It's the best I can think of, so let's just go to a Spiral Abyss and see what's going to happen. But before we do that, obviously what you'll see in this video is how not to play a YaoYao team. I'll give you then a demonstration of how to better play YaoYao, a Kokomi demonstration, and then some interesting concluding thoughts. So let's see a YaoYao demonstration. Of course, we've got the best Hydra applicator in the game, C6 Xingshu. Alright, so we're just going to sort of start up our skills, and then of course we're going to apply that off-field Hydra by requiring our character to use normal attacks whilst being on-field. And there we go, that's the first wave done. Here's the second wave, put up a bit of healing, and let's see what little Nehida-chan can do. Oh yeah, she's almost dead, but don't worry, we've got YaoYao for healing. There we go, just smacking, there we go. Nehida is almost back up, and here are the Consecrated Beast, everyone's pain. We're just going to quickly tag them here with Nehida, get some rain swords. You know, we need some damage reduction really kicking in right there, otherwise we would have been dead. And we're just going to hit the enemies, and of course we're low on health, we don't have our burst, and that is the end of Nehida. So hopefully you've kind of caught on by now what this video is actually all about. Basically, there is no need for a healer showdown because it's not about the amount that you heal, it's all about how you play your Nilo teams. It's about your positioning, understanding how you're going to layer your abilities and your cooldowns to ensure that you have maximum Dendro Core production, where you positioned, how are you going to tank the enemy's sort of attacks, what are some of the trade-offs you're going to make, etc, etc. So from my perspective, to say one is better than the other completely misses the point. So this is why I've deliberately, I'm not even going to compare the healing between Kokomi and YaoYao, why I didn't do so in the previous video, because it really honestly does not matter. If anything, the problem that you sort of saw there in the first clip was that I used Nehida too much on field, and one of the reasons for that is obviously because we don't have off-field Hydra. So for instance, if you now take the variation here with Kokomi, all you have to do, pop a jellyfish, and then you can literally just run away, and it just sort of takes care of itself. Whereas with Xingshu, yes, you've got off-field Hydra in air quotes, but you still need to be on field with some character, and you need to do normal attacks. Whereas with Kokomi, you just plop the jellyfish, so as a consequence, as you'll see in just a moment, it is so easy for my Nehida to just literally iframe all of the damage, and then whatever damage she does take, she can just then quickly heal up, because she's not restricted in terms of her movement to do a normal attack, such that you have enough Dendro to trigger your bountiful cores. And this is the subtlety that a lot of people kind of miss. So yeah, so for those of you that are disappointed in the fact that I didn't show you raw healing numbers, one versus the other, it should be clear that the healing it's relevant, but it's all about how you manage your team, and then seeing healing as a sort of resource that you should like actively manage. I think if that is your understanding and approach to Nilo sort of Bloom teams, then regardless of whether you're running Xingshu and YaoYao or Kokomi or some other variations, you'll get like really good results. Although I must say, unless you've got a Dendro Shielder, it is preferable to at least have one or two healers on your team. Right, so here's a bit of little fun bits before we sort of end off the video. So hopefully you've noticed that I've positioned my jellyfish way there at the back, and it just took care of that enemy on its own. So this is the power of true off-field Hydro. You just plop the jellyfish and it just sort of takes care of many different things. So I also want to show one last little final thing, because I think a lot of people kind of miss this with Nilo as well. Her range on her elemental burst is just insane. You'll be able to hit here both of these targets very easily, and even if they were on a platform, it's like a cylinder that like sort of like goes out. So Nilo can definitely hit a lot of enemies at a range. It just shows you the versatility of Nilo and Kokomi. When you put them together, man, these two are just absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching.